Coming up on News Channel 5 tonight, a new idea in Metro's classrooms: substitute teachers who volunteer for the job.
Tennesseans band together to aid the victims of Hurricane Hugo. I'm Brad Woodard in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'll have a live report.
And I'm Craig Owensby, live at Donaldson Hospital, where Metro officials and some Donaldson doctors are talking about where Metro's new landfill might go.
Those stories and Hendersonville's fight over liquor by the drink is going right down to the wire. The 6 o'clock report is coming up next. Since last week's devastating hurricane hit Charleston, South Carolina, help has been pouring into that blighted city. Our Brad Woodard is there, along with some very generous people from the Nashville area. Brad?
Well, Chris, Charleston has been overwhelmed with the generosity of people from all over the country calling in to see if there is anything they can do to help. It's been almost a week since Hugo hit here, but the damage is still quite expensive, now estimated at over $2 billion just for the Charleston area. Throughout it all, many people have been without electricity, running water, but the biggest concern has been the shortage of supplies and food. Like many other states, Tennessee has played a role in changing that. Dawn, just north of Charleston, the last leg of a 600-mile journey for Buddy Holland and his crew of volunteers. They left from the Two Rivers Baptist Church in Nashville yesterday and drove through the night, accompanied by 2 trucks bearing supplies from Tennessee and Kentucky.
When we get this truck unloaded, can we stop for 5 minutes?
It's been almost a week since Hugo hit, but the scars are still fresh, especially in suburban Charleston, where people have been living without electricity or running water for the past several days. A problem confounded by the shortage of supplies.
Folks from outside like you folks have come to help us, and especially with the food and things like diapers. But that'll help a lot.
Response to the relief effort by Two Rivers has been so overwhelming, the church plans to bring down 3 more truckloads, and today marked the 2nd trip for the Kentucky-Tennessee Seventh-day Adventist Conference.
I wish everybody in Nashville could experience what we're experiencing here today, but so many people have had a part in that in Nashville, and I just wish they would understand that they're making a difference in people's lives here and actually saving lives.
Now, in addition to bringing down truckloads of supplies, Two Rivers is now bringing down truckloads of people armed with chainsaws, and tomorrow they'll go out into the community and work wherever they're needed. Chris?
Brad, it looks like they need a lot more help there.
Well, they could always use more supplies and more food, but interestingly enough, Chris, the trucks are lining up out here, and it's not so much the issue of whether they have enough food, but whether they have enough people to distribute it. And there is also a growing concern that some of the smaller outlying areas have been neglected in the midst of all this publicity surrounding Charleston.
Okay, Brad, thanks for that live report.